Hi traders, welcome to this FXDD video on Bitcoin, BTC versus the US dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency, and let's take a look what the cryptocurrency could expect in the upcoming week and month. But first of all, this risk disclaimer explaining the fact that trading for exchange and global financial markets in general is considered high risk and may not be suitable for all traders and investors. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor for more information on that. This webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. All right, but before continuing with looking at the charts, be aware of these two links. These are the live webinars. So in case you want to join us live with trading webinars or with educational webinars, these are the links you want to click on to find more information when these webinars take place. All right, this is the daily chart, and wow, it looks like the uptrend has finally started and has been doing that already for a couple of weeks already, as price is now above 7,000. Of course, just a month ago or so, it was still about half, I guess, maybe a little bit more than that. But still, you can see not too long ago, it was hanging around the 3,500 zone, and it has doubled in the meantime. Now, we were saying in a previous video how important it is to have this fib on the chart, because if it still respects the 3850 fib zone, that it could still be a resistance spot for maybe one more lower low. All right, that's what I was leaning towards in the last time. But price with a lot of momentum broke that 50 fib at around 5,000, and that is when, in my view, the kind of the change happened, right? The perspective altered from bearish to bullish, because with the momentum that we saw as well here in this particular spot right here, where price was breaking to the upside above the 144 EMA as well, that was strong impulse. That was bulls in control at that point, and that's what happened. We saw price kind of inch up a little bit, but then hook back to the 21 EMA and bounce off that level, more importantly, for continuation higher. That break above the 50 fib was key. Anything below the 50 fib and below the 5K was still bearish territory in my view. And there was a chance for price to make one more lower low in my view. But it didn't happen. Price broke above it, and we're seeing the full-fledged uptrend at this point, I think. Let's take a look at the bigger picture first of all. Let's take a look at monthly chart. You can see that we had a couple of monthly candles in a row already, 3, that indicates momentum. This monthly candle could break above the 21 EMA. All things are set for uptrend at this moment. If it breaks above the 21 EMA, and I think there's a good chance that price could go up. We could put a fib from here to here just to get an idea about resistance. We don't know, of course, if price is necessarily going to break this top, and if it does, when and how fast. And maybe it doesn't happen anytime soon. So we got to be cautious and be aware that a level like 9.5, 10K could still be very important resistance. 11.5, the 50, the 61.8 fib. Those are still levels to be cautious of course, before we think about bigger uptrend necessarily. But for the moment, weekly, yes, an uptrend looks like an ABC correction has been finished. We were saying already that this was a wave A, this was a triangle, and the break of the triangle was probably a wave C, A, B, C, very classical. This, on the lower time frame here, is looking like a wave 1 now, 2. All of this looks like a part of a wave 3 for the moment. Question is, how far will this wave 3 push before we get some retracement to the 21 EMA? And the 21 EMA is what I would expect will be the wave 4, and up we go for a wave 5. Now, all of this wave 5, it could be either a wave 1, 2, a wave 1, 2, and it just keeps on pushing for an enormous big wave 3, or we have completed 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we might get an ABC back. So there are 3 main scenarios. This is wave 1, wave 2, we get an ABC back. All right. In this case, we are going to put fib from here to here, wherever that wave 5 ends. We'll expect a 61.8, 78.6, maybe 50 fib to hold, and that could be the bouncing spot. We're looking for an ABC down. Other scenario is that this 5 wave is not finished yet, and we're still in that wave 1, 2, 3, and we're looking for wave 4 to hit the 21 and bounce at 21 EMA zone, then move up for wave 5, which could still finish that wave 1 that we just spoke about. All right, and then we might still get an ABC back for that wave 2. It's just not the way, the 5 waves had not been completed yet. That's the only difference, basically. Okay, so first scenario, 5 waves were completed. We're already looking for ABC down. Second scenario is that the 5 wave is not finished yet. We're in the wave 3, and then we would expect the 21 EMA to hold, move up for wave 4 and 5. Alternatively, we're not going to see any retracement back. You never know with Bitcoin. It could just keep on pushing and there's no bigger retracement at all visible. you never know. We had such a big moves also back in here in 2017 as well, and it really made just hardly any pullbacks. Here we had a few pullbacks back to the 21 EMA. So if it does that, maybe there's some wave 1, 2, wave 1, 2, and this just is an enormous wave 3, and only later on do you get some minor flag like this, and then this to the wave to the 21 EMA, and you get just waves 3, 4, 5, and another 3, 4, 5. That would be the alternative scenario. Well, in this later case, of course, if it really pushes up that much, then there's a fair chance that this top will get broken, and it really can move up a lot. In that case, this could be an impulsive wave 3, and it has a lot of potential in that case, right? If it shows such a momentum up to 12.5K, for instance, just an indication. All right, we'll update and of course do more videos if this does move up like that. If, however, it makes a wave 4 and then up for a wave 5 and then starts to make an ABC, then it will retest these levels first and then bounce. And then there's still a chance that could be a wave 3. This could be wave 1, 2, 3 like this. It's just not as fast and immediate if you get the push up right away. Okay, in that case, depending on how far this wave 1 goes, we would put a fib from here to here, look for the 5061.8 fib, and we'll have targets somewhere up in here like this. Okay, so for the moment, bullish. I don't see any bearish scenario unless really price. Yeah, I don't really see it at this moment, to be honest. Just looking for a pullback, for a bounce up, and then have to analyze how this pullback looks like to get more info about that, right? Does it move like a bull flag? Well, then upside is more likely. Does it look like an ABC zigzag? Well, then a wave 1, 2 is probably completed, and you're looking for fibs at bounce at the 5061.8 fib 78 max probably for a bounce up. So depending on the correction, I'll be looking for a bounce at the fibs or at the 21 EMA. All right, well, that's it for now. Of course, we're going to be back with more updates. So check out the FXDD YouTube channel and, of course, these live webinar links where you can check out Nennet and myself, live trading and educational webinars. In any case, wish you all good trading and talk to you soon. Cheers.